addiction. Is that something that you battle with?
Most, if not all, heterosexual males across the world have thoroughly indulged in Christy Love's X-rated content. So you can imagine my frustration when, in her latest YouTube video on overcoming addiction, she conveniently fails to address the elephant in the room.
And so, step 3, seek professional help. Oh my gosh, it's not bad to seek help. Also, step 4, identify your triggers. What are some of the things that trigger you?
I mean, she is an established adult star with a rabid fan base. She knows she contributes to her fans' sexual addictions directly or indirectly, consciously or subconsciously. Yet she's skirted around that at best.
Because it's easy to go out of therapy. It's easy to go through a process, a 7-step, whatever, group or whatever it is. It's easy, but when we come out of it, it's easy to go back to our old ways.
And digressed or deflected with solid examples of alcohol and cigarette addictions.
You know, some people, maybe they drink alcohol and they stop and think, you know what, it's not a big deal. I only have one a day and it doesn't affect anyone. Awesome. Then maybe that's not something that you need to deal with. Maybe it's someone who has a pack or 2 a day of cigarettes, and you know that your little child is on a breathing machine because of that horrible habit. Maybe you stop and think about, wow, me smoking cigarettes is affecting my child, and it's making my child to be on a breathing machine. When you have that strong why, you have that motivation to say, you know what, I need to change.
Then again, maybe she was using such vices representatively or as a euphemism for sexual addiction, and I'm too dumb to read between the lines.
And so let's talk about it. Let's get down and dirty.
Not that it matters, but I'm particularly disappointed in her latest video, especially because I was expecting more since she knows about sex transmutation, as espoused in Chapter 11 of Think and Grow Rich, a book she talked about in a video she did back in 2016.
I was just thinking, and I've been reading a lot, and one of the books that I'm reading is Think and Grow Rich. If you guys have not read this book, it's freaking bomb. This is the book. Such a great book. I'm reading this book. I'm trying to read one book a month. And one of the things is that I remember I had a cam model come into my room.
My ebook builds on the very Chapter 11 of Think and Grow Rich. The only difference is, instead of having you read words, it comes with embedded video links to dramatized videos that practically demonstrate the sex transmutation theory.
Yes. And definitely read this book. It's so powerful. Dude, there's some pretty good ass stories in here. Just being able to set a goal and being able to fulfill it. Wow, so powerful. This book is such a great book. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You guys gotta read this.
The phrase, overcoming porn addiction without quitting, might seem contradictory at first glance, as overcoming an addiction typically involves quitting the addictive behavior. However, it could be interpreted as finding alternative yet productive ways to cope with the underlying issues that contribute to the addiction, rather than simply quitting cold turkey. In my considered opinion, sex transmutation is an effective approach to addressing and overcoming sexual addiction without resorting to a strict quitting mentality. The focus is on fostering a positive, productive mindset about sexual addiction, especially on how it can serve our higher selves to create meaningful, lasting change, rendering relapse in the traditional sense a non-issue.